Racing at Gulfstream.
It's Saturday, January the 5th, with multiple listed stakes races for 3-year-olds here on the first weekend in January. I'm out at Gulfstream on a brisk mid-60s afternoon. Got picks at the fairgrounds, Santa Anita, and a couple at Tampa. Let's see how the day turned out on this chilly, for us Floridians, afternoon. The story of the weekday racing came on Friday in the 10th and final race, where Todd Pletcher had number 4 Driven by Thunder. Okay, so it's a Todd Pletcher horse, but here's the story. When have you ever seen Todd Pletcher claim a horse? Never. So whenever he runs one for a tag, it's usually to collect the purse and let somebody else take over the problems because it's not allowance or stakes caliber. Well, Driven by Thunder had been claimed away some 4 races back after 2 good turf efforts. The new owners put him on dirt, and then Pletcher reclaimed him for owner Michael Rapoli. I've never seen that. Never. With John Velasquez up, you know that they had to think that this horse had some ability, and since the 10th was a turf race, you had to know that they thought he had some turf ability. John Velasquez took him right to the front, dueled into the stretch. It was a stretch duel to the wire.
Matanzas Inlet now attacks Driven by Thunder. Thoristic trying to work into the clear. My Time went on him without remorse right there with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Driven by Thunder still there. In fact, he leads a 1.5 again toward the inside. Thoristic down the center without remorse with Salute to Colonel. In deep stretch, Driven by Thunder trying to get home. Thoristic with a late surge. Driven by Thunder all the way.
Oh yeah, prime time. Paid a big $6.80, collected almost $70, and I'm a winner for the day on Friday. The opener at Gulfstream, as I wrote in my analysis, you couldn't have a lot of confidence in any of these, but I went with number 11 Little Baltar, who left the gate as the second choice, started his career 3 for 30, yikes, but he'd won 3 of his last 5 to up his wins to 6, so which one were we going to get today? He had the wide post, but he moved to the front at the top. Second, I think we got a mix of the 3 for 30 and the more recent 3 for 5. The third race at Gulfstream was the first of 4 stakes for 3-year-olds, and this was the Limehouse, a 6-furlong sprint for 3-year-old fillies. One of the great things about handicapping is, the rule is, there's no rules. I have discovered over the years, I've been here a few times, that Woodbine shippers, as much as I like to play Woodbine when they open in the spring through the summer and fall, Woodbine shippers to Gulfstream are basically just kind of working out. They're a cut below Gulfstream Park horses. So when I saw Piven was entered today off of nothing but Woodbine's efforts, I was a little leery. But then as I analyzed the race, it just looked to be the perfect setup. There was a ton of speed. She was a stalker. I read in the Daily Racing Form that she had finished in a very, very good race up there behind the probable 2-year-old champion of Canada. And so I thought it was just the perfect mix. Jose Ortiz, he's riding well, and most importantly, she is working bullets over the dirt surface here. So I went with Piven. When she took a lot of early money, I decided to up the bet. She stalked the pace, 3 of them dueled on the front end, just like this guy saw it, made her move.
Acor pressing the issue. Piven moving sharply into third. He'll tip back to the outside for clear racetrack. Empire Power is ridden fourth, followed by Dial 1 and Interdiction with 5/16 to go. On the outside, Acor continues to turn up the pressure on Reed Can, and Piven in the clear and now asked to finish the job. He's third and 3 in front of Empire Power. Then Dial 1 and they're at the top of the stretch. Reed Can's been under pressure throughout, but he maintains the lead. Piven on the grandstand side continues to motor on the outside. And he's
Piven in front. He's moving away by 2. Acor is back to second. Reed can do no more. He's third with Empire Power fourth. But a good looking
Piven wins the Limehouse.
Acor second. Empire Power.
Wins the Limehouse. And I upped the bet. Oh, clever Mr. Mark. Oh yeah, took the $10 win bet, made it 15, and suddenly she paid $4.20. I get back over $31. I'm a winner on the day. Woo! I picked up my second and third win of the day via the simulcast networks. The second win came in the fourth at Tampa, the starter handicap, and I always think it's hard for a horse to win back off of any kind of a win, much less when they step up in class. And there's a handicapping angle called par figures, average speed figures, pace figures for a class or a race. Never been a big fan. But number 8, Jermyn Street, he had won a 3 lifetime event last time out for the same starter handicap price, and his speed figure was a 75, which was much better than the par, according to Daily Race Form, of 67. That seemed pretty good to me. He went off as the 8-5 favorite, made his move on the turn.
He is there toward the rail fourth with a quarter of a mile still to run. Jermyn Street on the outside strikes to the lead. Mass Cove is second. Publicist is set down for the drive on the outside, now third as they're into the stretch. From the outside, Jermyn Street, Mass Cove is battling back gamely, but Jermyn Street going the better of the two. Here's Believe Indeed from far back, and she's absolutely in full stride and charging late. Jermyn Street will prevail. Believe Indeed up for second and
Oh yeah, had my second winner. In the second at the fairgrounds, it was a claiming event, and there are a few trainers and owners who are better at the claiming game than Tom Amos and owner Maggie Moss, especially in New Orleans. They had claimed number 5, Pat's Shoes, for $10,000 at Keeneland. That one was outrun that day. Dropped him in for a very similar spot at Delta Downs, which is a smaller track, one for fun. That has a short stretch. Looked like the fairgrounds would be a much better place for him. In for a dime, looked good to me. Went off as a 6-5 favorite, pressed the leader into the far turn.
Captain with 3 furlongs to go. Now on the outside is Pat's Shoes, who comes to take on Cadet Captain. And these two come to the quarter pole. Pat's Shoes just has the edge. Cadet Captain has to kick back. Wits Henny Penny in the black cap, Tabadol. Off brink 2, timing is everything with up the inside Blame Angel. They straighten past the quarter pole. Into the stretch, 3/4, 1 minute 14.17 seconds. It's Pat's Shoes. Pat's Shoes. Now roused by Miguel Mena as they come down to this final furlong. Leads by 3 to Tabadol, who's second but running in place. Wits Henny Penny third in a grinding run. Then Blame Angel up the rail. We trail back to timing is everything. Cadet Captain faded from the scene with Miguel Mena. It's Pat's Shoes. Pat's Shoes. The favorite obliges. Won by
Oh yeah, much the best, and I had my third winner today. Race 7 at Gulfstream was the second of the stakes races, the $100,000 Kitten's Joy, going a mile on the turf for 3-year-olds. This guy's pretty clever. Again, it looked like, scan the past performances, like there'd be a speed duel up front. But here was the key, if you analyzed it closely, all of the front runners had run through 49 and 50 half miles, whereas number 1 Flame Away had been dueling and pressing a 46 and change half mile in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. He had the rail under Julian Leparoux, and I thought, if he's aggressive, he can take these wire to wire. Right to the front out of the gate, they hit the far turn, the field's coming to him, pulled up my camera, oh, it died.
Line up as they sprint to the wire in the Kitten's Joy. Flame Away, shaken up for the drive. Fast Boat in the center. Mojovation still has horse, and Power of Attorney is next with 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Fast Boat and Mojovation. Power of Attorney trying to knife between horses. Renaissance Frolic on the scene. Pony Up from last. All 7 across the course, but it's Flame Away.
Flame Away wires the Kitten's Joy. Double the bet, get back over $35. But not Flame Away. Double the bet, take $7.40, get back nearly $40. Woo! Santa Anita's fourth is a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds going 9 furlongs on the turf, and I like On the Rail number 1 Paved to upset the top 2 program favorites. He's 4-1 in the program. She's a 3-year-old filly, and she was 2 and change behind the second choice going a mile last time, so the added distance should help. I also like the fact that she's dropping in class today, and I think she's just going to get the right trip. Number 1 Paved in the 4th at Santa Anita.
Golden's Journey is sneaking through along the inside in the black and green, and Ever So True has made up a lot of ground in the green with Red Cap Pacific Strike on her outside. Paved dashes clear before the 8th pole. Great turn of foot from her. Paved by 5 lengths from Ever So True, Pacific Strike, Temple Princess, Golden's Journey, but Paved a runaway winner. Paved most impressively, scores by 6 lengths. Second is Ever So True ahead in front of
Yesterday, when I was handicapping the races, it was Mackenzie Brink's birthday, who we met her family on the Vietnam and Cambodia river cruise last summer. And so as I looked at the featured Grade 3 Sham at Santa Anita, there was the favorite, number 6, Mackenzie. Oh, coincidence? I think not. I'll triple the bet on Mackenzie, who was awarded the win in the Grade 1 Los Alamitos Futurity last
to the
time out.
half-mile pole, all-out blitz. By a length from Shiver Me Timbers, My Boy Jack McKenzie, City Plan. 6 lengths here is Happy. Reaching the end of the back stretch in the Sham, and it's all-out blitz for Tyler Bays. A 1-length leader over Shiver Me Timbers. McKenzie, blinkerless for the first time, is being stoked up now. He's moving up out 3 wide. He puts his head past Shiver Me Timbers and draws within a neck of the leader. Back forth, My Boy Jack angling off the fence. They come to the quarter pole, and it's all-out blitz on the inside of Mackenzie. Shiver Me Timbers could not go with Mackenzie. Just took up a little bit there, but looked to be tiring at the time. My Boy Jack running fourth. Mackenzie strides clear at the 8th pole. Puts 2 lengths on all-out blitz. 4 lengths away, Shiver Me Timbers with My Boy Jack. But it's a domineering display by the ultra-talented Mackenzie as he takes the Sham while well in hand. 3.5 lengths to all-out blitz.
Really enjoyed being out here at Gulfstream today. Ooh, it was a bit brisk, but I love the cold weather. I know that warm weather's not too far off. And next weekend, I'll be in New Orleans with my good racing buddy Jim Anderson, as we're there for their kickoff to the Derby program with 6 stakes races, including the Grade 3 Lecomte for the 3-year-old colts, pointing for the Louisiana Derby. There's racing tomorrow, so we've got one more day of live racing here at Gulfstream, and then next week I'll be handicapping the weekday races at Gulfstream before heading off to New Orleans on Friday, and we come back on Martin Luther King Day on Monday. So it was a good day today.